everyone, Martin here, back with round 3 of this Legacy League, playing OmniSneak. We've lost the die roll, and I think we have to mulligan this hand. The lands are a bit too awkward, we don't have access to blue mana. Yeah, we'll keep this. Scry this island to the bottom. Alright, Taiga. So I'm guessing lands? Yeah, Mox Diamond. Makes me think it's definitely lands. So that means our land situation is a bit weird here. Or not weird, but sort of awkward. Because they run wastelands. They have loam. Yikes, okay. I think we just have to lean on Volcanic Island. Maybe we want to spell pierce this life from the loam. They hit another Maze of Ith and Thespian Stage. And second loam off their dredge. I think this is legit to pierce. Get some value out of this pierce. And stunt their progression for now. Let's brainstorm, hope to hit show and tell, which we don't. So I guess, and let's see here. Okay, they dredge into Dark Depths, so now they have both stage and Dark Depths, which I think means we have to force this. We'll pitch the Cunning Wish. Key for us is they have not hit a wasteland yet. Alright, so next turn they'll dredge up their lands. They can play one of them, and then on the following turn we have lost. So the question is, do we save our brainstorm to get one card deeper? I think we do. It's risky because, I guess, of wasteland, but we know that there's a Siege of Traders on top of our deck, which we'll draw next turn. So there was a wasteland. So I guess the question for them is, now that they're going to loam, are they going to... They'll probably take Wasteland Stage and Dark Depths. But the question is, do they play the Wasteland and waste us? Or do they get towards winning with their combo? Alright, yeah. They do not waste us. Alright, brainstorm time. It's do or die, come on. So I suppose what we do is we play City of Traders and then play Sneak Attack. And then yeah, then they'll Wasteland or Volcanic Island. Or they'll play Dark Depths and just hope that that's good enough, which it might be. We could get unlucky and have them dredge another Wasteland loam, then waste both our red sources. That would be the worst. That is very potential, but I think this is our line. I suppose there was another line where we put back City of Traders, put back Sneak Attack, and then keep Ponder and Island, and then we cast Ponder off the island and shuffle and then blindly draw Show and Tell, and then have Volcanic and Ancient Tomb untapped. Alright, don't hit a wasteland, please. They do not dredge. Interesting. So what are they drawing towards? Well, there's Dark Depths. Alright, so basically, we're going to activate Sneak Attack, get Gristlebrand in, draw 14, and hope that one of those 14 is a Show and Tell. Or an Emrakul. Well, no Show and Tell on the first 7. Let's draw 7 more. Still no Show and Tell, or even an Emrakul. Well, let's ponder. And we'll tap this for mana for Show and Tell. Come on. Alright, so there's an Emrakul though. Question is do we take that? We didn't even hit a Lotus Petal. Is that really actually what's happening here? Yep, okay. So because we already made our land drop, if we only have one red source here. So if we use that for Emrakul, we attack, they flip their Dark Depths, and lose 2 lands, but gain 1 creature, so they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 permanents. They will untap Gristlebrand, I guess, and sacrifice everything but Meridlage and like a land, and we'll be dead. Wow, this is so bad. So I guess what we have to do here is actually, we have to attack with Gristlebrand, gain some life, and then we will have to flash in Gristlebrand off the Sneak Attack when they attack with Meridlage. So we're going to shuffle this. Or we could just draw the Show and Tell. Easy. Wow. So let's show an Omniscience. Cast Cunning Wish. Wow, that was naughty. We'll get Firemind's Foresight. Cast that. Get the Cunning Wish, an Impulse, and a Brainstorm. And we don't even need the Impulse, we can just Brainstorm an Omniscience to the top. And then we will Cunning Wish. Oh, there was an Emrakul. Release the Ants. And if our opponent is nice about it, it will prompt a concession. Yeah, alright, sweet. So, Fire Ants were released all over our opponent. So for sideboard, we definitely want the 2 Blood Moons, because they just wreak havoc on our opponent. Our opponent will have Frozen Grip to answer Sneak Attack and Omniscience, so these are extra targets for that. But yeah, let's take Surgical Extraction. So we have 1 to wish for and 1 in the deck. I'm not even actually sure how much I like that. I mean, Ideally, we're not messing around with life from the loam. Let's put that back, actually. Let's see how much we want to remove. Well, misdirection definitely can go out. And, I guess I don't really want to sideboard out anything else. I guess our spell pierce. I really think that our countering their early turn loams really helped out here, and Pierce was really good at that. But they're gonna have like hateful permanents, like sphere resistance and stuff, and Flusterstorm doesn't take that. So let's do it like this. Interesting. So we have faced Jund, Death and Taxes, and Lance. I have to say, I'm not running into that many blue decks these days. Might just be coincidental. We have the Blood Moon. On turn 3, though. And we're really sad if our opponent goes like turn 1 Sphere of Resistance. But having said that, we then have the sneak attack and the Gristlebrands. I think we keep this hand even though it is somewhat frail in the face of any turn 1 play from our opponent that we have to deal with. They keep 7. Alright, Wooded Foothills. Exploration, maybe? Yeah. So that's pretty strong, but it's not a Sphere of Resistance. Wow, okay. Good deal. Alright, now we're faced with a dilemma. We get the Ancient Tomb, which means we can go for a turn 2 Blood Moon, but it requires us to not have blue mana because we can't fetch Island then. But I think it's worth it, but let's see what our opponent does. If they just go like a stage depths, then I'm going to be sad. But I think most other plays should be decent. Cast Life from the Loam. Okay, they play a stage. Thorn of Amethyst. Boo. Okay, so we're going to fetch out that island in response. And Brainstorm. Because we won't be able to cast, what's his face? The Blood Moon in the face of that Thorn anyways. Alright, let's put back Omniscience and Emrakul, and we'll draw the Emrakul. And our plan will still be to make a Blood Moon, then eventually make a sneak attack. But I'm not sure we'll be allowed to. Sure. They have another sphere effect. Or is this Loam? This is Loam. Alright. If they port us, then it sucks. If they play something... Oh, Basic Forest also kind of sucks. So we don't want to draw that omniscience. So let's fetch out a basic mountain. And we'll see which land they choose to tap. Yeah, that's fine. Right. Well, show and tell means we could just show and tell and sneak attack. Oh, there's depths though. So how much do they need to do here? They need to pay 3 to cast their loam. Then they can play the depths and the stage. Oh, yeah, hang on. We're definitely going to spell pierce this live from the loam. And if they let this, if they pay for this pierce, then I think they've lost. Unless that last card in hand is a Chrome Box. That's not Chrome Box. Crow's and Grip. Right. So now the port is tapped. Now we actually wish we had that omniscience, but we don't, so I suppose we go for the Blood Moon. And then next turn we can show and tell and sneak attack. I think that's our play. Or we show and tell now, and then we have 1 red mana to activate sneak attack. And then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 permanents, so they'll lose 6, keep 5. No, I still don't like that. I like the Blood Moon. So they have a second basic forest. Taiga. Okay. So this is where that 1 card they've been sitting on might be with the Crow's and Grip, and if that's the case, then yeah. We still get to make sneak attack next turn, hopefully. But that probably won't be enough, so I think, like, if they're sitting on a Crow's and Grip, we're likely out for the count. Ghost Quarter, sure. And I think if they have the Crow's and Grip, they would be gripping us on their turn to be able to board us. Maybe that's what they're doing. They click through their first main phase. Alright, do you have that grip or what, dude? I guess they didn't. Alright, so we can show and tell Gristlebrand into play. We could show and tell the sneak attack, but we'll be tapped out. Show and telling the Gristlebrand means we can activate it once, hopefully draw a land and a Force of Will to be able to Force of Will through the Thorn. So let's do that. Hope they don't have something crazy like a Ashen Rider or something in hand. And they don't. Let's draw 7. We hit what we needed to hit, so let's do this and just pass the turn, and we appear to be looking pretty good. I guess they could still be on that Crozen Group plan and just wanting to kaboosh, end of turn, do the Dark Depths thing, which it actually looks like. But I mean, that feels like a pretty big mistake. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's hard to say, but I mean, now they can make their Dark Depths, but we can block and gain 7, and we're allowed to draw 7. We can even draw like 7 more. Yep. Alright, so let's discard some stuff here. Let's discard a land and a preordain. And so let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands. That makes 6 mana. They port the Ancient Tomb, so we have 4. So we need the second Ancient Tomb more than we need the forest, I think. Oh, sorry, the Misty Rainforest. Yeah, let's do it like this. Hopefully we can draw like an Omniscience from our next 7. And there is an Omniscience, beautiful. So what would have been different if they had gripped us? Yeah, right. We can't actually get. We can't actually get a land here because we don't have any more basics. We have them all in our hand. But what they could have done was then to port us on our turn. If they had gripped on theirs, which I think would have been like a lot better. But I don't know. Alright, so now our Force of Will is out, which is a problem because they gripped us. No, they Ghost Quarter us. And they get to Ghost Quarter us again. So we might actually end up losing here. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Dang it. If we only hadn't drawn so many cards, we would have had some basic lands. We would have had this island. They were going to port this. Sure. So, we're out. What are we drawing? Preordain. Okay. I don't think our sideboard plan changes. So let's just, yeah, get back in it. Split second on Crozen Grip is mighty good. I actually don't know if lands lists these days run Caracas. Seems like it would be weird if they didn't. But they aren't running white though. Nah, they must run a Caracas for sure. So yeah, that was a pretty standard indication of what we face when we're up against those kinds of decks, like after sideboard, Thorn of Amethyst. So we have to mulligan this hand, sadly, because we don't have any red mana to cast our red spells, and our only blue spell costs 10, so... Wow, this is really bad. Our opponent mulligans too. We have to mulligan this as well. And we were going to keep this, but it's not great. We basically have to... And they mulligan to 5 as well. But now let's keep this. We have to hope that we don't get wastelanded and that... I think we have to take this island. Keep it on top even though it's not great. But we're going to preordain and hopefully be on fast track to find a show and tell. And some more lands. So I guess we kind of need both lands, but it seems so lackluster just drawing lands next turn as well. But no, let's do it. Let's do it. Sure, exploration. Not gonna do anything here. There's a wasteland. Guess we're getting wastelanded. Sure. We have to hope they don't find life from the loam. I'm glad that I kept both lands. Port, sure. Gamble, I would assume, for life from the loam, or a sphere effect. That seems risky though with one in hand. Crow's and Grip was bend. And nothing was cast, so I guess they gambled for Crow's and Grip. Maybe? Okay, never mind. They got their loam engine up and running, so now we're sort of under pressure. We get show and tell, which is great. If we can hit like a soul land now, Ancient Tomb or City of Traders, then we're off to the races. Kind of has to be one of those though, because they're gonna, for sure, port us on upkeep. So just drawing like a 1 mana land isn't going to do it. I wonder if they're going to like preemptively wasteland us. Right. Okay, well they're hellbent. They're not hellbent, but they have only lands. So at least we know that show and tell right now is going to, if resolved, will win the game. Alright. Come on, Ancient Tomb or City of Traders. Nope. That's not good. Like, every time they loam, they get, like, they just need to hit, like, Ghost Quarter or another Schadenport or a Thespian Stage, I guess. There's Dark Depth, so that's half of their combo, but it's not super scary. I think we're basically at a point where we have to draw one of the 6 soul lands. Or no! Oh my goodness! I cannot believe I did that. Well, that just lost us the game. Oh, Martin, you knucklehead. So they wastelanded our fetch land, in case you didn't catch that, and I, like a mope, pressed F6 or F4 and just accepted it. That was bad. I just know I'm going to draw an Ancient Tomb now, and I'm going to die a little inside. Oh, okay, well, Delta, so we don't get immediately punished, at least. But give them another scary draw step. Dredge step, I suppose the word is. They have any more fetchable lands here? They don't. So let's be extra super special carefully that they don't when they wasteland this Pluto Delta, that we don't just accept it. Yeah, I don't know, it's just like I just had just accepted a fetch land on the stack, and I don't know, my mind was just in, yeah, fetch land. Yeah, here we go. How you like them apples. Fortunately, we don't have access to red mana, but the way that this game is turning out, that doesn't really matter. So what I really, really, really want for Christmas is an Ancient Tomb or City of Traders, but barring that, like a cantrip. Okay, Caracas. Yeah, Caracas won't matter as long as things are the way they are right now. Come on, City of Traders, Ancient Tomb. City of Traders, Ancient Tomb. Yeah, you get to tap that. No! Alright, well. They hit. When they hit. Oh, phew. Like every time they dredge 3, I'm just so scared, right? Because they just need to hit another Rashad port. And I guess now they just need to hit the Thespian stage, so now we really do need to hit that fabled Ancient Tomb or City of Traders or a cantrip to find it. Come on, please. Something. No. You stupid deck. Just throwing me all these bricks. And they're thawing the ice. So what do they dredge? They don't dredge. That must have been an oversight. Or did they not cast Loam last turn, actually? Oh, okay, they just had the stage. Well, that makes it easy. Ancient Tomb, City of Traders, or bust. Come on, dealer, one time. Okay, so we can brainstorm into Ancient Tomb and a Lotus Petal. So that was a bit of a redraw, but we don't, sadly. So let's Considerino. Okay, so we fall to the Might of Lands. Yeah, that game 2 felt a little annoying, but I suppose them are the breaks. And like, I'm not even sure. I mean, that gigantic mistake where I let them wasteland my Sculling Tarn, I'm not sure how much of a difference it would have made, because we just never got to that City of Traders or Ancient Tomb. But anyways, enough about that. I'm gonna keep on trucking and hope that I'm able to get to 4-2, sorry, 4-1 of this league now that I've gotten a game loss, so, or a match loss. So that's the goal now. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back with the rest of the league. Bye bye.